welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
Very exciting day for you. The Irishman, a film that you were in, nominated for an Academy Award.
10 of them.
10 of them.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Bad, yeah, we're very excited. Yeah, it's an honor to be in a movie like that. Yeah.
And you also, you and Rose Byrne are in Medea, which your preview started last night. How was that?
It was good. You know, it was sold out, 1,000 people or so, and they seemed to enjoy it. They got up afterwards and didn't leave.
That's
so
wonderful.
That was good, yeah. And you know, Rose is extraordinary. She's so good in it, and I don't think she's ever going to think that it went well, but...
Gotcha. So, you and Rose, of course, are partners in real life. You have 2 children.
Yeah.
Is she that kind of actor that...
Well, she's just tough on herself.
Yeah.
And, you know, the thing about the theater, right, of course, is like you do it and then it's gone forever. So
right.
you really have to move on. And I think it's a pretty demanding role for her.
Of course.
You know, I'm just going to get to hear about it every night.
It's a very well. It's interesting because this is a very intense play about marriage and relationships.
Yeah.
You guys are in a
Tyler
relationship.
Perry comes in the middle of
no,
it.
See, now this is interesting. Tyler Perry's not in this
he's not
Medea,
in this.
right? Okay, got it. Do you feel as though there's any sense that you want to let the audience know that ahead of time?
Yeah, I bring it up every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like we should have Tyler Perry do the announcement.
Right.
Like, you know, like unwrap the candies.
Yeah,
shut
don't
off your
turn off your
phone,
phones.
And I'm not in this.
Right.
Yeah. And then give people 7 to 10 minutes to leave.
Right, like we're going to turn the lights
like,
off
"Oh, it's not
so you
good."
can leave if you want.
yeah,
it won't be shameful.
Yeah.
How you guys have worked together before, but again, this is very intense and it is about relationships. Have you found it harder or easier to do with somebody that you,
know
share
what,
life
the
with?
truth is, I'm a huge fan of Rose's, and this is one of the great roles in the history of the theater, and there aren't that many great roles really for women, and so I was really very honored to be asked to do it with her, and I've got the best seat in the house every night, so
That's fantastic.
I'm thrilled to do it with her.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, cool.
You have a long history as a stage actor and film actor, but you have also a history of hurting yourself on stage. This is true.
Oh yeah. It's like a contact sport for me. I've gotten hurt. I've had more surgeries from acting.
Really?
Yeah, you know.
How do they happen?
You know, like I'll do something like I'll jump on a table, and then like in rehearsal, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that every night. But your body doesn't know you're acting. Your body's like, you're 49.
Right.
Don't do that.
And you're like, no, body, we're 32.
Yeah. So like, you know, after doing that for 2 weeks, my meniscus tears. You know? Or, you know, I'm punching a wall every night, and then like I tear my rotator cuff, so I gotta fix that. I walked into a metal pole one night and in the dark, and I cut my face open. I have 4 stitches in my face. You know?
See, the first 2 were kind of cool because it was you being like tough guy.
Yeah.
That's the pole one. There's
the
no.
last one,
Yeah.
That's like when I broke my wrist one time, and I had this really great cast, you know, on my arm, and people were like, "What happened?" And I had a Vespa at the time. And I fell off my Vespa. But I stopped saying that, and I started saying I fell off my bike, because 20% of people thought I meant motorcycle.
Yeah.
I figured.
I mean this as a compliment.
Yeah.
If you said bike to me, I would think motorcycle before Vespa.
Because I'm saying it. You wouldn't think it was Vespa. Yeah.
Right. Whereas if I see it, I think people think like Schwinn.
Yeah. The same thing with the meniscus.
Yeah, exactly.
I was jumping on a table.
Yeah, jumping on a table, not the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You, when you got your start, your first headshot, and I think a lot of us in the acting game have a first headshot that we're maybe a little embarrassed about, but you also filled your resume with lies.
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't have a lot of credits.
Yeah.
So I had a very large special skills section.
Yeah.
It's like half of the page was, you know, you have to put your credits down, and then they want to know, like, what special skills you have, multiple languages.
Sure.
And so I wrote everything that I could do.
Right, just because you had to fill out the page.
Automobile driver. And then like.
Oh, right, stretch it out.
And then automobile driver / automatic. Automobile driver / manual, because it's longer than stick. Accents.
Accents, right.
Accents. Horseback riding.
And horseback riding, it came to...
That one bit me in the ass.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd never ridden a horse, and then I got a job where I had to ride a horse, and Kevin Costner, director, and he was the best. He was the greatest. And I remember we got there, and it was rehearsal, thank God, and they brought the horse to me, and I just looked at it. And he was like, "You gonna get on it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just waiting." And he went, "You don't know how to ride a horse." So I went, I don't know how to get on a horse. And so he taught me how to ride a horse.
Really?
Yeah.
And
He was the
looking
best.
back, when you look at that work, are you like, that's believable? I look
No,
like.
because I got completely cut out of the movie.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah, but I learned how to ride a horse. Kevin Costner. It was like
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You got ultimately you got paid to take horseback riding lessons
pretty
from Kevin
much.
Costner.
Yeah. There's no record of it at all.
No record of it all. You posted this photo on your Instagram. Is this from your first communion? Is that?
Yeah. How about that hairstyle?
It's
like,
everything about that. There's
No
so
Country
much
for
to
Old
unpack
Men.
here. Look at. Yeah, it is.
I had that hairstyle before Javier Bardem.
Yeah. This is a young Anton Sugar.
That's right. Yeah, big gap in my teeth before braces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very, very wide lapel.
It's a turned-down turtleneck. Yeah, I think I have a ring on too. It's on the other hand.
Oh, it's on the other hand. Yeah,
But I
everything-
have a little thing there.
Do you
good.
look back now and go, gosh, it was like the innocence that you were so happy in this photo, not realizing the outfit you were wearing?
I thought I looked really good, actually. I thought you should see you should see my first communion suit.
Okay.
Because that was inspired by Saturday Night Fever. And that was, not my first communion, my confirmation.
Oh, your
suit.
first confirmation.
Yeah, it was white.
You also
black.
had is this swim team?
Yeah, you didn't have to bring that up.
That's a very confident swimmer. Yeah.
That pose is called the package.
Bobby Cannavale, ready?